Hi, Krish. Thank you so much for the time to take to do this interview. With crazy stuff going on in the world. You've been running like crazy. I've been watching you on social media, setting up the Sanctuary Foundation, and what a fantastic response. Saw you on Monday on BBC Breakfast, and then there was something on Sky and GB News and all of that. And you've been involved in um, welcome and refugees, welcome with Hong Kong and people who are moving back to the UK from there, and then Afghanistan on a refugee basis, and now we've got Ukraine. What's the Sanctuary Foundation all about?
Brilliant, Carl, and lovely to see you. I don't know if I can say, but congratulations to you and your family. I know it's been a big week for you too.
Adoption, yay!
Yeah, I didn't know if it was secret. So, so delighted for you. Just that's going to be wonderful. And this little person that's coming into your life, they're just going to
two little people.
These two little people. I'm sorry, long day.
Oh no, it's okay.
They're going to be blessed just being in your family. So just praying for you as you do that. So yeah, Sanctuary Foundation, it was a simple idea. The government had promised that we would have a humanitarian sponsorship program, and they've been promising it since the 1st of March when the Home Secretary said that individuals, families, businesses, community groups, churches could help to bring Ukrainian refugees here. And many people have been critical that the UK government had been slow to respond to receiving refugees. I'm in Moldova right now. Moldova has received over 300,000 refugees across its border. It's a country of just 2.7 million people, which is the same size as Greater Manchester. And so you think, well, that's nearly 10% of the population. While at the time, the UK had only received 30. So I thought, what could we do to positively encourage the government to be ambitious in its program? So I thought, wouldn't it be amazing to line up loads of people who would say they would be sponsors before the program opened? It would kind of demonstrate there was demand and appetite. And so we went out there and did it. And under relatively, small amount of time, we had 1,000 people willing to do it. And a few of those were churches and businesses. And so just used social media. And then we got in the Sunday Times. And as you said, we got on breakfast TV. And then suddenly the numbers were growing. And we now have 23,000 people that say they want to help. 1,200 churches, hundreds of businesses, universities, community groups, all saying they want to help. And the government opens its scheme tomorrow, Friday. And this first phase of the scheme is only for people who know someone they can name in Ukraine. Yeah. And if they can have that person in the house. So phase one. Phase 2 and 3 will come, and that will allow us to make good those offers we've had from churches and businesses. But it's been fabulous. One of the big problems has been many people don't know anyone, but they still want to help. Yeah. And so with Reset, we have now a matching process that is launching, and that's going to allow loads of Ukrainians to come into the system. I think we've got 260 Ukrainians that have already contacted us at Sanctuary, and we're going to add that into the Reset mix, and then we're ready to go. So it's been amazing, and it's been lovely as a Christian to be able to draw not just the church, but wider civil society, and to find a way that we can bless the government in their good ambition to welcome refugees. Yeah. And so we found a little sweet spot that seems to be working at the moment, and we're grateful for everyone's support.
But you're really putting hands and feet to the government's ambition, as well as being good Christians, isn't it?
Yeah. I love it when I call it overlapping ambition. Yeah. We, the church, and not just the church, but, other groups too, we want to help, and the government needs help. So when those two things coincide, we can put the party politics aside and just say, here we are. This is an emergency. This is a humanitarian disaster. We can help. And it's been really nice to be a positive voice and offer that to the nation, the government, and the media.
I know National Day of Prayer, we put our own little emergency fund together. We've raised about £10,000 so far.
Oh, amazing.
We definitely giving a gift into Sanctuary Foundation. And
thank you.
just want to cheer you on for everything you're doing. You left this morning, you landed in Moldova. What's the feeling there? Because one of the other people that we sponsored, who we had on the call last week, Peter Gladwin, he's flying into Chelm in Poland, about 30 miles from the Ukrainian border. And he was saying,
yeah,
the church that he was been working with, people from all over Europe are driving to the church and saying, we'll take a family or an individual back to live with us.
Wow, great.
It's been incredible. What was the feeling when you arrived in Moldova this morning?
Well, I've literally only just arrived in Moldova in the last 20 minutes.
Okay.
You can't fly to Moldova at the moment because it seems like the Russian Navy are firing missiles over Moldovan airspace into Ukraine. So there's no planes flying into Moldova. So I had to fly into Romania and then drive as fast as we could. I wasn't driving, so it wasn't my fault, to get here. I guess what I'm hearing is it's incredible, the response that countries like Romania, Poland, Moldova have been giving. But it's a lot for small countries to deal with. So it's about fair share. How do we all play our part together? And the church has been at the heart of it. It's been fabulous. I also work quite a little bit with World Vision, and they've been stepping up, humanitarian support at the border, which has been amazing. Providing safe and children-friendly spaces, giving mums and children the basic needs. It looks like the majority of the refugees are children who are traveling with their parents, often just their mother. I was reading a stat yesterday, I think it's 70,000 refugee children a day are coming out of Ukraine. And so those mums and children together need a lot of support.
Mm. All right. Well, I don't want to keep you too long. I know you've got a lot of work to do on the ground there. We'll be praying for you tonight after this call. And I just want to help people. There'll be a load of people on the call tonight praying, and on Facebook and YouTube, and then following up with emails afterwards. How can our network, National Day of Prayer, and then tomorrow I'm going to play this video in Neighborhood Prayer Network's email. How can people get behind Sanctuary Foundation?
Oh, amazing. I'd say there are three main ways. Number one, if you haven't already, make a pledge. Tell us that you would like to be involved in welcoming Ukrainian refugees to your town, community, or home. Not everybody can do that in their house, but all of us can be great neighbors and supporters of refugees. So as phase 2 and 3 comes out, we'll be able to let you know. 1,200 churches so far, which is great, but we think there's 50,000 churches in the UK. What else can we be doing? Businesses have been getting involved to say, look, we're ready, standing by with employment, and we're going to bring those groups together as it becomes clearer from government when they're ready for us. So just make the pledge, because that collaborative effort has power. It shows the government there's appetite, we're up for it, and you almost want to make it trendy. Why hasn't your business pledged yet? Why hasn't your church pledged yet? So that's the first thing. I would say, secondly, pray. I would pray for, obviously, peace in Ukraine and protection for the refugees. But we're working very closely with government, and the civil servants at the heart of it are exhausted. They have been working really hard on Afghan resettlement, and they're working around the clock on now this program, which they've had to design at incredible pace. And just pray for their endurance and their wisdom, and that as Christians interact with them, and there are many Christians that are interacting with them, that will be a blessing to them, that they'll be able to see that we're bringing a different tone. We're here to help. We're gracious. We're not just trying to pitch for work and money. We genuinely want to help. And I think that's really powerful. And it's one of the nice things for me is that I'm not coming cup in hand asking the government to employ or give us money. That money, we're running on fumes basically, but any money that we have has come not from government, but from individuals and churches. And so if people did want to give, it helps us. It makes us like a tent maker. You know, we don't have to ask for money from government in order to help government, and therefore they know we're coming with a real genuine heart. So we do need a bit of finance to keep going. I am working round the clock. I finished
I
an event
know.
last night at 9:45. We
Oh,
had 13,500 people come to a training event. We'll sign up for a training event, and you know, some people couldn't make it, but we're sending them video. I think we had about 8,500 people on the call at any one time, and it was a challenging call because some of the people on the call were not as gracious as you might have expected in
okay.
terms of the pace of things. That was interesting. Some of the audience were pretty angry in comments. I don't know what it is about YouTube comments, brings out the worst in people sometimes. So I finished that, and then I had to book a flight to come here after that, and then I'm leaving my house at 5:45. So we're trying to find some more staff around us to
Yeah.
cope. We've never seen a response like this before. It's been phenomenal. So yeah, just prayer for the right people in the right place. We've been blessed by incredible volunteers who've helped us, and but there's another phase because we don't just want to be in this for the quick win. We want to be this for the long haul.
Where do people go, Krish, if they want to pledge or if they want to send a message to say, I'm experienced, I can volunteer, or if there's people on
Yeah.
watching this who can send a gift in to hold up, hold up Sanctuary Foundation and
Oh, amazing.
really push you
Just
forward, where do they go?
really simple, sanctuaryfoundation.org.uk. We're working hand in glove with our friends at Stewardship as we
Brilliant.
bring a group of charities together. So Sanctuary Foundation isn't its own charity. We're part of the Stewardship umbrella. So we've got a space that people can give tax efficiently, and then we can support the other charities that are part of our team. So
Yeah.
yeah, brilliant. It's getting dark in here.
I know,
I'm
I can
actually
see that.
fading away.
Well,
But
listen,
thanks so much, Carl, and
thank
congrats to you and
you.
your family. Yeah.
Always brilliant. And let's do a report when you get back and things settle down a bit.
I'd love
We
that.
all pray for the war to stop.
Oh man.
God bless you and
God bless.
speak soon.